Mutale Nkonde is Visiting Policy Fellow at the Oxford Internet Institute and Chief Executive of AI for the People, a public interest responsible AI team. Thank you very much indeed for coming on. Talk to me about how advanced this SORA product is. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Tom. So good to see you. My name's Mutale, so
I beg
slightly
your pardon.
different. No problem, no problem. Honestly, it's quite amazing. It was only announced yesterday afternoon here in the United States, and already the video that we were seeing was looking hyper-realistic. The only thing that they did point out were in some shots of people's legs walking, their knees looked a bit wonky. So you could just kind of tell by looking at a person walking that, you know, the gait wasn't quite right. But honestly, it looked like photographs.
Wow.
I think from a technical perspective, this is an amazing feat of engineering. I just think from a social impact perspective that we probably have to ask a few more questions.
So I mean, obviously, I'm looking at Joe Biden now. He's on the television screens. One could, if they wish to, put in a command to this machine to create the video of Joe Biden practically saying anything, and a very realistic video that looked like Joe Biden rather than a computer game version of Joe Biden would be possibly made.
Yeah, it would look just like him. There would be no reason. Yeah, there would be absolutely no reason for us to think anywise. And if you think about the gaffes that Joe Biden often has just in real life and, you know, the gaffes that other politicians have, even if they made mistakes, we wouldn't necessarily know. And that's where things, I think, become a little scary.
So how could you make this incredible piece of kit available to a lot of people to use responsibly?
Oh, you have
that one.
Responsibly, yeah. Because when you were like, how can you make it available? I was going to be like, well, you know, OpenAI is in the Bing. And that's really the question. I think in the UK, it's great because we do have the Online Safety Act, and I know people criticize it, but at least there are guardrails to say you shouldn't have. This is my probably favorite line in the act: no cyber flashing, people. So don't describe a picture of someone for cyber flashing. Not quite sure what that is, but don't do it because it's against the law. No things, you know, making kids feel bad about their bodies. But unfortunately, in other parts of the world, the United States being one, you literally could say anything, create that picture, have it taken up, and there are no guardrails.
I wonder whether the future of this is that, because at the moment I understand it can only do it for about a minute.
Right.
But presumably if you're a filmmaker, this is a nightmare for you because someone in their bedroom can write into some bot that they want to create a film about this, that and the other, and bang, an hour and a half long thing will come along and it will win every award going.
And it could have cost £20.
Absolutely.
I mean, these things are extremely cheap. And I know I don't look it, but I am definitely old enough to remember Napster and the fact that we could share music.
Hey, I'm old enough to remember Napster, Mutale.
Well,
don't
we
worry
both
about
look
that.
good. We both look good. That's all I'm saying. But if you were around at the time, we never thought that when we could be sharing files via email of music, that eventually we would stream, and that would completely change the way that music is produced and also the profit margins within music. This is the same exact thing potentially for film. And that becomes really worrying because in the US, we're just coming off the actors' strike, where for 100 and something days, the actors strike to say that they did not want their images in AI. Now we don't even need actors. All you need is a script. And so there are some very deep implications.
Great to talk to you. Thanks so much for coming on. Completely fascinating, if not a little bit terrifying.